Hello guys, in this tutorial I will show you how you can play Mario Kart just like me on the PC with pedals and a wheel. For this you need to emulate the Wii with an emulator called Dolphin, and then you have to download the games you want to play and import them in the game and match the controls of your steering wheel and pedals with those found on the original controller. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is go to the Dolphin Emulator. Just go to this website over here, and then you can go to downloads and just download the latest version. And I've actually already installed this, so you can just follow the procedure of the Dolphin installer. Okay, so the second thing that you want to do is install some games. So of course you want to play Mariokart Wii. Now you can download these games on several websites, but you can find it yourself on the internet. Now you have downloaded them, then you'll get them in this file, and now you have to extract them with 7-zip, which you can also find download on the internet, and then you can extract it here, and then you'll find these files and just put them in a folder which you can easily find. Okay, so we have opened Dolphin now, and what you want to do now is import your games. So we can do this by going to configure, to paths, add your game file. So we are just going to add our folder with our games right here. Select folder. And I would also recommend to select search subfolder, so it will search in all your files. So now you can see our games right here. So now we have installed our games. We can set up our controllers. We can do this by going to controllers. And because we're playing Mariokart Wii, we want to emulate the Wii remote, not the GameCube controller, but the Wii remote over here. We click configure, and then we can select our input device, and in this case this will be our racing wheel, our steering wheel. For me the Logitech G29. This should already be standard selected. So now we can input the buttons for the steering wheel. So here on the screen you can see the buttons used for Mario Kart, and as you can see the Wii remote is used sideways without a nunchuck. So sometimes it will show nunchuck here, but you want to disable the nunchuck, and you want to select sideways Wii remote. That's pretty important. So now we can input our buttons. So for the throttle on the Wii remote, this usually is 2. So we want to input our throttle at 2. So click it, and then select your throttle. There we go. So now if you press the throttle, it will be highlighted. So if you do the same for the brake for 1, there we go. And we can also set up our other buttons. So the D-pad, I already have a D-pad on my steering wheel, so I can just select up for up, down for down, left for left, and right for right. So the other buttons, A and B, you can select them yourself, it's up to you. But in this case I'll select A, this button, there we go, and B, this button. And plus and minus, there will be the going into the menus, so just select some random buttons there. There we go. So now we have set up the buttons. We can set up the motion controls. So for the steering we want to use the tilt control. We can calibrate the tilting with the steering wheel by first of all selecting the input, so left, steer left. And let's try it again. There we go. And right for right. There we go. So here you can see that the steering wheel is detected. So now we will calibrate this. We select this button and center and calibrate. And it will... Alright. So just move your steering wheel all the way to the left and all the way to the right. So now we can finish our calibration. There we go. We don't have to do anything with this. This is already fine. Now we have set up the tilting, we can set up the shaking. Obviously you can't shake your steering wheel like you do with a Wii remote, but you still need to shake inputs for some options in Mario Kart, like doing a trick. So what you can do is setting up the shaking with the use of buttons. So what you want to do is just select all directions of shaking with one button, and if you now press this button you will see that the shaking is activated. So if your steering wheel has force feedback, then you can set up your rumble, your motor. Normally this would be the rumble for the Wii remote, but in this case it will be your force feedback. You just select constant, and I've noticed that 100 is a little bit fierce for the force feedback, so I would recommend to turn it down a bit. Of course you can always edit this later. Okay, so now we have set up our controls. Then we can save our preset over here. Let's just call it wheel. Okay, there we go. And now we're done. The last thing that you can do is to configure the graphics settings, because you can also enhance the games. So for example, if you want to play Mariokart Wii on full HD, well, you can. You just select, for example, this resolution, and you can also do some other graphic settings, but this depends on the performance of your PC. Okay, so now we have set up our controls and our games, so let's try. Here it will warn you for some crashing issues, but this won't be a problem for us. And this is how you can play Mario Kart with your steering wheel and pedals with the help of Dolphin Emulator. So if you have any further questions, just drop them down in the comments below. And thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing and liking the video if you want to see more tutorials on playing games with a steering wheel. See you later.